I love Ethereum, I love Cardano, I love Polkadot, I love Solana, I love so many altcoins. But if you want to make money in this crypto market, you need to pay attention to the Bitcoin because it drives the market, at least as of now. And so that's why I make this content called Crypto Weekly, where I provide you with some news around the cryptocurrency space, and I also provide you with some technical analysis around the Bitcoin. Because once you know what the Bitcoin is going to do, then you have an idea of what your altcoins are going to do. So if you think that's interesting, there are 3 things you're going to do for me. Subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell, and then let's dive in. Continues downward. USDC is gaining ground more than USDT. A lot of us are familiar with USDT, but as we know, USDT Tether seems to be in trouble, and USDC seems to be coming up with amazing things. FTX is going mad, and the DAOs are taking charge. Okay, so these are amazing news for today, and let's dive in. Let's also go to the chart because a lot of things are happening in the chart. Today is a very, very important day. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's dive in.
Alright guys, so the first news I have here from CoinDesk is that FTX valued at $18 billion in massive $900 million Series B. Okay, so FTX is basically like an exchange platform of cryptocurrency assets, and they try to make a lot of people exposed to cryptocurrencies. And so we can see today they just had their Series B recently, and more money is coming in, so more people are investing in FTX, meaning a lot of more crazy guys are believing in the cryptocurrency space. So this is super amazing. You can go down to that news and check it out. I don't want to waste much time, like you guys told me to be very fast. So then the second thing is that Circle reviews assets backing USDC. Now we've seen USDC on the rise. If you go to coinmarketcap.com currently, you will see how USDC is rising. USDC is a stable coin, just like USDT. Okay, but a lot of us prefer USDT because USDT appears to be like the boss and the rest. But recently, we have seen a lot of things happening with USDC. And one of the challenges USDT has is that the assets that are backing them are not there's no corresponding asset backing USDT. All the USDT we have on the blockchain do not have a corresponding dollar in the bank. So meaning if everybody in the world were to sell their USDT, not everybody will be able to exchange it for a real dollar. But now USDC, which is a competitive stablecoin, is coming out to present his own assets backing the stablecoin. So meaning a lot of people will be looking to, and a lot of people are looking towards USDC, and a lot of projects are adopting USDC. And in fact, I'm considering moving a great amount of my stablecoins, converting from USDT to USDC. Okay, so this is super amazing. We don't know why these moves are just coming up heavily. Perhaps something is happening underground, but I think it's becoming wise to move to USDC. Okay, now these are the major news I think we have from here. So let's just go to Cointelegraph. There are other news, but I don't want us to waste time. Let's go to Cointelegraph and see. Of course, Cointelegraph is saying China is pumping money out of the US with Bitcoin. Of course, China can be very crazy. They will on one hand say something, on the other hand they are doing something. So they are against cryptocurrencies, but we know a lot of the rich guys there are behind a lot of cryptocurrencies and even mining firms and mining industries. So this news is saying they are pumping money out of US with Bitcoin. So that's just there. But majorly, let's go to the editor's choice and see. They said the new EU, that means European Union proposal, looks to tighten regulations for sending cryptocurrency. Okay, so of course we have been excited that EU is trying to launch a new crypto proposal, and the rest everybody's excited. But where the problem is coming is that this proposal can be good or can be bad, and now there's a little fear. A rumor is coming now that their proposal might even tighten the sending of cryptocurrency. Anyway, I want to see how this can be done because cryptocurrencies are on the blockchain, unless they want to go and tamper with the blockchain, which is basically almost impossible. So, but let's see how they can tighten it. Perhaps they might just like the same thing Nigeria did. You might not be able to convert your euro down to Bitcoin directly. So maybe that's what's gonna happen. So then the Rothschild Investment Corp has increased its Bitcoin exposure by 300% since April. Now, a lot of people have been selling off Bitcoin because they are scared, but Rothschild guys are buying. These guys are increasing the exposure to Bitcoin. Of course, they must have taken some sales at some point, because you can't really know. They might not decide to announce it publicly, but they are coming publicly to say, look, we are exposing ourselves more to Bitcoin, which for me is a very, very wise thing to do. Now is a very good opportunity. Okay, so then they said the last things I'll pick from here is that Osprey Fund CEO says US will approve Bitcoin ETF in 2020. Of course, we have been seeing a lot of things happening. We saw the Wisdom Tree project trying to make an ETP and for to expose more people to Bitcoin safely, in a very safe way, because that's the fear. People are exposed to Bitcoin in a hard way, but now we want to expose them to Bitcoin in a safe way, and a lot of other things, but the US government is still not approving it. So some guys are now coming out to say some ETFs will be approved in 2020, earliest. Perhaps they can be later than that, but most likely 2020. I think that's the major news from there. Let's go over to bitcoin.com news and see what's happening. Of course, Bitcoin slides under 30k. We're going to see that in the chat. Let's go down. Let's see Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, Cathy Wood. We discuss Bitcoin live at B World event. Okay, so of course these are major guys. Elon Musk, we know Elon Musk. He has been killing us at a point though, but he's still a smart guy. He's still a genius. Then Jack Dorsey and the rest. So these guys are really working on making Bitcoin scalable and adding DeFi to Bitcoin. So let's see how they're going to do it. And of course, Elon Musk precisely is considering, making Bitcoin mining to use a lot of clean energy. And this is a little suspicious because Elon Musk has a lot of clean energy projects, which is funding. So perhaps they are looking at integrating this with Bitcoin and making everything better for the society. So Zimbabwe proposes inclusion of VABs in the security law and all that anyway, but let's not. Okay, look at this one. South African Central Bank warns citizen against accepting tainted banknotes. Okay, of course these are just normal basic. I was hoping it was a cryptocurrency news. I didn't spot it earlier. So I think these are the major things from Bitcoin.com news. I don't want to waste much time. There are lots of other news down there, but they are more around NFTs, DeFi, and more personal news. So let's see crypto news. And alright, so from crypto news, we can see that the European Commission targets crypto wallets and citizens' privacy. So basically, European Commission that everybody is thinking, man, they're going to be in favor of us. Now they are coming out to eat everybody out. Okay, so they are really targeting wallets and privacy and really trying to peep into people that have things to do with cryptocurrency. Of course, we know these guys are trying to launch their own digital currency. So perhaps they're trying to regulate other ones. But the beautiful thing is the blockchain. And that's what the blockchain was designed for. Okay, so the blockchain will survive and persist, all of this. So I think these are the major news. Let's just go down to the chart. But one of the most beautiful thing here that we really have to watch is the USDC news. USDC is coming out to show us the asset that is backing their stablecoin. And this is very beautiful, and this will be very challenging for USDT and its company. Okay, so let's go to the chart, and without wasting much time, let's dive into the chart. Yeah, so guys, welcome to the technicals, and I'm going to take this to a 4-hour time frame, and Bitcoin just did something crazy today. So this is one of the things we have been waiting for, and we kind of are playing around this support level. This particular support level there. So I'm trying to get the value out. Let's see. Yeah. Let me put it here. This level here that from which we bounced off earlier on. Let's see. We're almost there. Yeah, it's about the 30,000 region. So basically we have fallen below this region, and we can see Bitcoin went as low as 29,200 and something. So this is really very, very crazy now, and the probability of us going down is way higher than any other thing. Okay, but of course, like I always say, the whole thing has not finished playing out, but the probability of us going down is just out of 100% is perhaps over 80% now. Okay, so we just wait to watch out how everything plays. If this day closes below where we are now or around where we are now and not above 30,000, then most likely we'll be very sure that we are most likely to go down. Okay, so we just wait for the day to end and let's see where the Bitcoin chart closes. Okay, so but it's gonna be very, very crazy. If we are gonna go down, I mean, based on some other technicals I've already done on my PC, because I'm just trying to give you summarized information without wasting much time. If we're going to go down, one of the ways I try to calculate it is to use measured price movement. Okay, so measured price movement is to consider this whole thing here from the I think 19th of March or so, 19th of May or so. This candle we have here, this one I'm just pointing, is to consider it as a right angle triangle. Okay, perhaps a descending triangle, that's what we like to call it. So using this top here where I just tapped and here as the bottom, then to this place, and I mean just forming the triangle as such, like this. So if I make a measured movement of this and I bring it down here, we are going to, I mean, the price target is around the range of 23,000 down to 20,000, within that range. So this is the most likely range we are looking at, 23,000 something down to around 20,000. This is the possible range of where we can crash down to. So the question is, what is my strategy? Like I've always been saying, since we are going down, the idea is to keep buying as we go down. Okay, if we were on Bybit, we are trying to trade it, like we want to trade Bitcoin going down, but I always try to avoid trading Bitcoin going down. Okay, I'm focusing on the long term. I'm focusing on an investment strategy. Okay, so as it goes down, it's just to keep buying. So just lower the amount with which you are perhaps you're using $30 to buy. Now reduce it down to $10 because you are now more sure. The probability of us going down is sure. So it's not really too wise for you to take, perhaps you have $100, you're using $30 to be buying at this point in time when you know this thing is even going to go down more, perhaps most likely. So it's just wise for you to say, okay, I buy $10 just in bit, but as it's going down, make sure you buy something. Okay, make sure you buy something. Then for those of you that say I would just like for it to wait for it to go down completely, I just want to tell you that is not an investment. It's not an investment mindset. Okay, it's not an investment mindset, because you don't know where it's going to go down to. For sure, forget about the technical analysis we are doing. It has worked a lot of times. Okay, technicals have worked a lot of times, but with the investment mindset, you try to follow the smart money. So in the same way you sell when it's going down, it's the same way you buy as it's going down. By the time it begins to go up, you have built that habit. So you also sell as it goes. So you don't need to really say I'm waiting for it to get $100,000 to sell. By the time everything starts going up back and you're following my channel, you're going to see that at some point we just keep selling $10 out. The same way we are buying as we are going down, the same way we're going to sell. So in the long run, you will never get wrecked really. Okay, so the idea is as it keeps going down, the best strategy is to just keep buying small. But again, now reduce the amount at which you are using to buy. If you were using $50 to buy before, drop it drastically, even to as low as $10, because you are now almost very sure that we are going down. Okay, so basically that's it for the technicals today, and please guys, don't get wrecked. Okay, don't get wrecked. A lot of you are buying a lot of coins. I'm hearing you guys messaging me about some coins you are buying. I'm telling you, if the Bitcoin gets wrecked up to goes down, not really gets wrecked to like $10,000, those other coins might get badly wrecked. So you really want to focus on the Bitcoin now. Don't get wrecked. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That's it for today. Don't get wrecked. See you tomorrow.